So we just wanted to drop in real quick and give you a little bit update and then what our plans are for the channel.
Yes.
So I'm going to let Donald do all the talking because I know I interrupted a lot. So I'm going to let him get it all out. And then if he misses something, I'll chime in.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we are on our way to a date night, first of all. We're gonna probably come back after this little video, but this is more of an intro to an intro. We got some fun last week that we wanted to share with you guys. We're out here in St. Louis trying to determine what our new exciting adventures are gonna be because honestly, we're getting a little, what do you want to call it, like cabin crazy?
Cabin fever. Cabin fever.
Yes.
If you will.
Yeah.
If you will. Like, serious cabin fever.
Yeah, you don't get that in the RV because we're always changing places and changing scenery and stuff like that. But we've been here just about a little bit more than a month now, and it's already ready for our next thing. So the RV is indisposed. Decisions are being made in the background. We're going to share as much of that as possible. But we tried to get out, and that's what we're going to share with you in the next couple minutes. Our adventure out for a event here in St. Louis. But we have just decided we're going to do something really, really big. We're about to go on another big adventure that's not RV related directly, but it is travel related. We're going to be getting in a lot more spaces, and a lot more traveling, and seeing a lot more things because that's just what we do. We're going to cure this cabin fever and have a lot more fun because we're not going to let the our situation with the RV and the truck shut us down. We're going to continue to enjoy life. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to show you the adventure we had last weekend, and then we're going to come back and talk to you a little bit more about what we plan on doing in the near future. All right? All right, fam.
Good morning, family.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Peggy.
And I'm the Don.
And welcome to Gone with the Winleys. So we have just been hanging out in St. Louis for a while, and Donald came across some kind of advertisement for hot air balloon racing, or I don't know what they're doing.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what, we need to get out the house, get some fresh air. So let's just go down here and see what it's about. Now, me and my niece tried to come down here yesterday, but we waited too late because they were having, I guess they were actually blowing up the balloons, right? And they were having a firework display and all that kind of stuff. And so that was supposed to start at like 9:30 last night, like the fireworks and stuff. So we're going to just come down and look at the fireworks. Let me tell you something. What time did she leave? She left about 7 o'clock. It's a quick trip from where we live. When I tell you, they wouldn't even let people on the street anymore with so many people here. Yeah. So today, I think today is the last day or tomorrow?
Today's the last day. It's a 2-day event, and they had the glow up yesterday where you can see the fire blowing the balloons up and everything. I figured I wasn't going to be able to make that when I was right, but today we're here about an hour and a half, 2 hours early. So we was hopeful to find some spots. There's a few spots left. We got one, and we're going to see now. One of my bucket list items is going up on a hot air balloon ride. Now, not gonna be as good today. I'm just gonna go out here. We're gonna go out there and see some balloons and just take in the pageantry, as they call it, and stuff like that. But one day I'm gonna get a hot air balloon ride.
Yeah, just not today.
Unless they let me.
And we have a special guest with us today. Say hey, Trey. So he was supposed to be going on a field trip, so to speak, with my daughter, but you know, time passed, and he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with y'all today. So we have DJ in the back. Hey, Pookie. Hey, Pookie. Say hi to the family, Pookie. You brought doggy bags, right?
I did bring doggy bags.
Yeah, so we had to bring doggy bags because we went to Quick Trip. Not Quick Trip, we went to Starbucks yesterday. I think it was yesterday, and Donald brought out this pecan coffee,
chai tea,
whatever
cream.
It was just too sweet. I couldn't drink it, so he was trying to drink it, but he couldn't. And then they put all that foam at the top, whatever that is. And so we didn't think about it, but we left it in the car, and we look in the back seat, and DJ is just licking. I was like, what is he licking back there? He licking the cup, so I'm hoping, because it was a milk product, and it sat in the car overnight, so I'm hoping he didn't drink it. I mean, to the point where it would mess up his stomach. So that's why I'm asking. I'm like, are you sure you got doggy bags? Because now I haven't seen any animals out here.
I saw a couple dogs being walked in and stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's outside.
It's an outdoor event.
There's nothing you can do. Now, my daughter was telling me also that this was like a big food truck day.
Yeah, probably a lot of food trucks out there.
So, now y'all know me. I'm always trying to find birria. I have not had great birria since I left. I want to say it was either Vegas or
Arizona.
I can't remember. I want to say it was Vegas, though.
I think it might have been Vegas.
I feel like it was Vegas when we RV'd in Vegas for that month. I feel like that's where I had it, but it was really good. And I've been trying it. Everybody's birria is different. And I haven't had a good seasoned one yet. And I know you're probably saying, well, you're going to the wrong places. I know, but I don't know where to go. If I knew where to go, I would go. Now, I found a recipe for birria. Is it birria or birria? Whatever it is.
Birria.
But I found a recipe. And they want you to go out and get all these chilies. And so I had about 4 different chilies, right? And it looked good, it smelled good, it tastes good. But baby, you couldn't eat it because it was what? Too hot. It was fire. I mean, not only the chilies, but then they wanted you to get this powder. And it's hotter than just regular hot Cajun pepper flakes or spices or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was hot. And I could only find it in a little container. And when I tell you, you sprinkle that little stuff on there, it take your taste buds away. It's so hot. So that's what I'm looking for today. I'm hoping that they have birria here. Now, my son has a friend named Tyler Garcia. His family has a really nice Mexican restaurant, and I haven't been there yet, but I saw that he was down here yesterday because I saw some pictures on Snapchat. So I'm hoping that I run into him, because if he's down here, my son say they have the very best birria, and if I run into him, I'm going to definitely go and support his food truck. So I don't know what that is, but we'll see what's going on.
There you go.
All right, y'all. So I'm just talking. You got anything to say? Did you?
Nah, I'm just, you know what? Like I said, we just want to get out more. Like I said, I'm not even going to mention this right here for this whole video. I'm not going to mention that at all. But we are just out here trying to find adventure, and we found so much stuff about what's going on. We went to the website, things to do in St. Louis, St. Charles, all that good stuff. And there's so much stuff we can do, and that's what I want to do. I plan on going out as much as I can and getting as much stuff done, and we're going to have as much fun as we possibly can while we're here. So let's just go ahead and get started. I can't wait to get started. So we're going to go ahead walking out there and let you see what we see. All right, fam. Hey, what's going on, fam? So we are here a couple hours early, and of course the first thing we gotta do is figure out where we're gonna set up. We got a couple of folding chairs, and we just need to figure out where the best place to put it so we can get the best view of the hot air balloon. That was my goal. I want to get to a spot where the balloons will be taking off. So we walk around here. There's not that many people here to area is wide open. It's a nice, sunny, beautiful day. So we're feeling very optimistic. Eventually, we got over here to the stage area, and I went over and asked a couple people where it was going to occur. And you see a little roped off area behind the stage. And so I started to assume that's where the balloon area is going to be a takeoff. You see the STL made sign over there, and there's a few people lined up against it. So yeah, that confirms that that's where we're going to be, where the best views are going to be. But there's one problem with that. It is directly in a lot of sunlight. Even though it's a nice day, it's still kind of hot, especially this early in the day. So we'll get a lot of direct sunlight, and that's not very comfortable, especially when we got like 2 hours at least before the actual balloon thing is going to take over, going to get it started. And so I look out there to the middle of the field, and I zoomed in over here and said, yeah, that's where the baskets are. So it's a good spot, but like I said, it's too hot. So eventually we went ahead and lined up in this little tree line there with a lot of people so we can get the shade trees going. I think everybody had the same idea, and of course we can always just move forward if we decide to go to a different spot a little bit later on, especially when it gets closer to the start time. But everybody is pretty much sitting in that little shaded area. Once we got situated, I started to go out there and hunt for the food trucks. Now, there was, like Peggy said earlier, there's a lot of food trucks out here. But when I first got over there, all I noticed there was a whole bunch of like lemonade and ice cream and cookie food trucks. And that's not really what we were looking for. We were looking for something a little bit more substantial. What is this? This is this ice cream? I think it is. And it's just not that hot. So we walk around. I don't have any of the. I wish I would have got better shots on the side. What is this? Lemonade. They had. Oh my goodness! I ain't even gonna start talking about the price, but yes, I am. You know me. I'm gonna start talking about the prices. They had a 32-ounce lemonade for $10. I'm gonna say again, 32-ounce lemonade for $10. Arizona green tea was $5. Peggy, when I told Peggy this, she shook her head and warned me, Donald, you can't come to these events and expecting them to pay Walmart prices and stuff like that. But come on now, $10 for a 32-ounce lemonade, not gonna do it. But eventually I found some spots that had like chicken wings, burgers, and stuff like that. And I wasn't really that hungry, so I did not partake, but I did purchase for Peggy. I got Peggy some wings and fries, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Here got some more of these desserts and stuff like that. So I was a little disappointed with the food truck options, but after it was over, we found out there's a lot more food trucks on the other side of the field, so we missed out on that one. But here's a shot of the wings and fries that I got for Peggy and Trey. And DJ and I, we were just going to just hang out and wait a little bit longer. But they seem to like it. Wings were $12, fries were extra $3. I'll let you decide about the value of that. So now we're getting closer to the start of the events, but first they're going to have a demonstration from the U.S. Army's Golden Knights parachute team. So I'm going to show you what I got of that. It was pretty cool.
These jumpers can hear you very well. Let them know where you are. In a matter of moments, the remaining members of the gold demonstration team in the front. allowing air to be forced in. It takes a great deal of concentration in order to land dead center on the target. Watch the corrections used in a beautiful target landing. Air canopies allows us to fly right into the hands of another jumper without adversely affecting either's flight characteristics. Formation will give the command for these jumpers to orient their parachutes downward, accelerating earthward at speeds of over 80 miles per hour. These jumpers train year-round on piloting their parachutes, but they always seem to fly a little better when they can hear the roar of the beautiful St. Louis crowd make some noise. The pilot will give the command ready break as these jumpers separate for 1, 2 soft landings in the target area. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our crew team.
Hey, how's it going, fam? So I'm back here. This is about 45 minutes after the Golden Knights parachute demonstration. Apparently they had to delay it because it was very windy, and as you see, they're trying to inflate the PNC balloon right here, and it is waving in the wind. Now, when I say very windy, that's the words they use. It was like less than 10 miles an hour, between 5 and 10 miles an hour. But you can see what kind of effect it has on the balloon, and a matter of fact, a little bit later on, you can see it really starting to affect the balloon. So they made a decision like, we're going to try to send the PNC balloon up first because they had the most experienced pilot, and they was going to see how it reacted. Look how far it's leaning to the side. And they said they're going to see what happens as the PNC bank balloon goes up and make a determination whether they're going to allow the other balloons to go up as well. And so I'm sitting here watching, and I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I have a really big dream. I have a big plan of going up in a hot air balloon someday. And I just imagine myself just floating along in the wind, just being carried by the breeze and stuff. And this this visual here made me a little bit nervous. I'm sitting there like, wow. I mean, the wind wasn't blowing hard at all to me, but I don't know anything about hot air balloons. So yeah, it was really whopping. They was trying to like put hot air in it as it's going vertical and stuff like that to try to do the most perfect liftoff or whatever else it is, and they were having a hard time of it. And so I don't know. It hasn't changed my mind. I'm still gonna go hot air ballooning someday, but it's something for me to be thinking about. I'm not gonna go on a windy day. If it's anything more than like 5 to 10 miles an hour, I'm just going to keep my butt on the ground. But eventually, I think they said it settled down enough to where they can go ahead and try to take off, and there it is. And so everybody was just hoping it would go up straight, which it did do, and that meant that other people might be able to start taking their balloons off. So as soon as it started going up, we started seeing all the other balloon pilots starting to prep their balloons for takeoff. And it doesn't take long to get very high. All right, so I found a pretty decent spot right here, and like 3 balloons started trying to set up at the same time. The closest one to me is that purple, gold, and that Mardi Gras colored balloon. They had the Children's Hospital balloon, and the other balloon that's in the background is already starting to elevate. Now, I had no idea how they inflate these balloons before we came out to this event, but it's basically they lay it down flat and they lay the baskets down flat as well, and then get completely stretched out. And then they use something like here, you'll see it right here. So it's like a high-powered leaf blower, and I guess that's supposed to get everything stretched out to where none of the folds are touching or anything like that. Just get the initial separation for the material. And look how thin the material is, though. That's a second concern. That's a second concern I had. Look how easily the material flaps in the wind, how thin it is. That also gave me some concerns. Now, like I said again, I haven't changed my mind, but isn't it supposed to be like flames that's supposed to be right up in that material? It's obviously it's going to be fire retardant or burn retardant or something like that, burn proof or something like that, but
it was just like, I was shocked by how thin it is. And you're going to get a really good shot of the flames and how big the flames are right about in the next couple seconds here, because the Children's Hospital balloon is starting to get, there it is. Look at that. Wow. Those flames are pretty big, but it hasn't affected the balloon at all. So hey, I guess that's how it's supposed to work. I'm gonna do it one day. So the Children's Hospital balloon was one of the first ones to get themselves fully set up and prepared to take off. I wish I was closer to that one, because that flame shot looked really good. The night before, they just did just the flames so everybody could see exactly how it looks filling up. This one already took off up here, you see on the left. And that's a really thick material. It was like more rubbery than silky when I had a close-up look at that one. This one here had to do a little deflation and get some folds out, and now they're starting to re-inflate it again. That's why it looks like it's going backwards. But the Children's Hospital balloon is about ready for takeoff, and this is going to be only the second one we got close to. And there they go. That basket is not very big. I've seen videos of like 4 people in a basket. I don't see how you can get 4 people in those baskets. And Peggy says she's not going with me anyway, so I don't know who I'm going to get to go with me on one of these hot air balloon rides. So that's about how it's going so far, family. I'm going to just let you see all the other balloons taking off, and I'll come back to you in a minute.
Alright fam, so we hope you enjoyed that little adventure. As I mentioned like twice in the video, it is my bucket list type dream to go up in a hot air balloon someday, and I don't think Peggy's gonna go with me, are you?
Never.
She's not gonna go up there. She's not gonna go up with me, but
we done got too old to play these little kitty games. I'm not doing that. If you want to go risk life, go right ahead. I'm not a part of that.
But I will get some good footage once I'm up there, whenever that does
Absolutely. He's talking me into some things, and then as soon as I get to the top of them, I'm like, why do I keep letting you talk me into this stuff? But I'm like, I'm not doing that no more. I can't. I cannot.
She's not falling for
I'm
it,
no
fam.
spring chicken, so I'm not going to be doing that anymore.
Spring chicken. Okay, so what I want to do is let Peggy talk more. I've been doing a lot of talk. I want to let Peggy talk about what we plan on doing over the next adventure we got coming up.
Okay,
give a little hint, or just share the whole thing.
There's no hint needed. I mean, so anyway, I'm gonna tell you where this all come from, because I was talking with my brother. I know they saying get to it. I was talking with my brother, right, and him and his wife were talking about when they retire. They only have a couple years left before they retire, and they were like, we're just gonna travel the world. We're gonna drive across America, stay at hotels, eat out. We're just gonna do all of this, and we're just going to enjoy life. And so at that point, I'm like, you know what you should do? You should get an RV like us, and then you can travel the world, you can see, you can do all this. And so they were supposed to go with us on a short trip, but of course the accident happened, so they didn't get an opportunity to do that. And so I was talking to my sister, because we were going to go visit her, you know, just to get out, like I say, cabin fever. So we were going to go visit her. And she asked, she was like, well, you guys driving? And I'm like, why would we drive that far? That makes no sense. I was saying that to myself. I'm like, why would we drive that far? It makes no sense. But when I talked to Donald about it, I was like, it makes perfect sense. Yeah. We might not have the RV, but we could travel, stay in hotels, you know, along the way, and just really see some places, do some things. Mm-hmm. We just won't be able to sleep in what we're traveling in, but we've mapped out an area of which we're going to go. We're not going to tell you where we're going right now because we want you to kind of be a little bit surprised at where we're going and things we're going to see and stuff we're going to do. It's nothing big, but we're just going to go across America a little bit.
There you go.
Because we're not going to go to Texas for at least another 8 to 10 weeks.
Yeah.
We won't be back in Houston for another 8 to 10 weeks. And we're just sitting here. Like, there's nothing to do. They're dragging their feet with our truck and RV. So I'm like, hey, let's just get out here and make a road trip. So we're going to do a road trip. I think it'll be really fun because I told Donald, I was like, hey, we got this rental car and it's unlimited mileage. Let's tear it up. Now, if this was my car, I wouldn't do it.
No.
But we got unlimited mileage. Let's go. So that's what we're going to do. So the very next video that we share with you guys after this one will probably be like the first week of travel.
Yeah.
We're going to leave pretty soon here. Like, we're making plans and stuff like that. And we're excited for it. I mean, I know it's not what we really wanted.
Yeah.
But it'll work. It'll work. I'm excited for it.
Oh, I'm very excited for it, especially because there's a couple things we're going to be doing that's also part of our bucket list. We're not, I don't have a hot air balloon ride planned just yet, but for those of y'all know, I love hikes and I love adventure and I love scenery and stuff, and we're going to have a little bit of all of that. So.
Yeah. Because I've been promising Donald a train ride forever, so he's going to get a chance to. So this trip is going to be wild because there are going to be some trains,
and automobiles.
And automobiles,
That's
actually,
exactly
that's what it's
right.
going to be. So we won't be gone for the full 8 weeks, but we're probably going to get like 3-4 weeks out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we are just excited for it because, like I said, we've just been sitting around doing nothing. So I'm like, we're getting antsy. Cabin fever, let's go. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to bring you guys along. And I hope that you enjoy it because we really have some fantastic ideas. And it'll just get us out.
Yeah.
And we can have fun with it.
Exactly. Because, in essence, this channel is a travel channel.
Yeah.
We were traveling with an RV, but we also did some cruises and stuff like that. We just like traveling and bring you guys along.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the main reasons why we haven't posted as much as we normally do, because we haven't been traveling at all.
Yeah.
It's time to get back on the road. We are both excited about it. We won't have every detail planned out, but that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
So we look forward to sharing that with you guys, and we thank you guys for standing with us. For those of y'all who are still here, we really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
And we just basically just want to thank you and look forward to doing this.
I don't know what we should call this. Should we call this Peg and Don's Big Adventure? You remember Ted and
Bill and Ted.
Was it Bill and Ted?
Bill and
Big
Ted.
Adventure or something like that? I don't know. But we're just going to go out here and enjoy the ride, because when we get back to Houston, we're going to buckle down and we won't be doing much of anything.
And we got some big ideas for Houston too.
Yeah.
Our lifestyle's going to be a little bit different in Houston. So, hey, stick around, fam.
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff coming.
A lot of stuff coming.
We really do, but we needed this sit down moment. We really did. Well, I mean, we were sitting down in RV too, but you do a reality check and then you get things in order, because we have kind of veered off what we said we wanted and what we wanted to do. And so now we're going to do it. We don't want to tell you exactly everything that we're doing, but just go along with us, because things change so much. And I hate when we tell you something and then it changes, and then it changes, and then it changes. So just go along for the ride with us. I think you'll enjoy it. And hopefully we'll run into you guys while we're out there, because we'll shout out where we are and how long we'll be there and stuff like that. And so some of you have been asking us to come to some areas for a long time, and we're going to hit those areas up. So we might meet you for coffee. How
there you go.
that?
Always up for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So that's the update, fam. Thank you very much for sticking with us. And we're about to head out on this little dinner. Y'all know where we're going, one of our favorite spots and everything. But we'll see you guys in the next videos coming up. And until then, we just want to remind you guys to go out there and do something good for yourself.
And for others as well.
And for others as well, fam. Y'all take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby. And I never let you down, let you down. I'm your song, and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one